Very simple. It's got coconut milk, gelatin, and xylitol, which is a sugar-free sweetener. And that's all you need to make Haupia. Today we are going to make Haupia. Haupia is a Hawaiian-style coconut pudding. Actually, we're going to make it in a way people who are on ketogenic diets can eat it, because Haupia's standard type has a lot of sugar and it has a lot of cornstarch. We're going to do this without sugar and cornstarch. When I was a little boy in Hawaii, we used to go to Luau, and I generally didn't like food at Luau's. I didn't like fish, and they had Luau, which has butterfish in it, and lomi lomi salmon, which has salmon in it. And then the kalua pig, I wasn't really big into that. It's just smoked pork, a little salty, not a lot of flavor to me. And so I usually, when I went to the Luau's, I would eat salad, and I would eat Haupia, and if they had pineapple, I'd eat that. That was my meal. So Haupia has a nice association for me as a child, and I know a lot of people do like it. So for those of you on ketogenic diets who crave Haupia and haven't been able to have it, here's how you can make it. You start out with 4 cups of coconut milk, and use the full fat coconut milk, not the light, because the light is just the same thing as the full fat milk with a little water in it. So you don't want to do that. With your 4 cups of coconut milk, you want to take about a cup, and this doesn't have to be precise because it's all going to wind up going into the Haupia ultimately. Take about a cup of it and put it in a pot. Take about a tablespoon of gelatin. Sprinkle it over the cup of Haupia you put in the pot. And now you want to turn it on to a medium-low heat, and you want to just dissolve the gelatin in the liquid as it heats up. Stir it while it's heating up. Now you want to try to get this as smooth as possible, but you're going to probably have a few lumps while you're in the process of cooking it up. That's okay, because ultimately you're going to put it in the blender and it's all going to smooth out once you do that. You don't want to boil this, you just want to get it to the point where it starts to boil, and at that point you're ready to take it off the heat. For the rest of the recipe, it's pretty simple. You go to a blender, you put the remaining 3 cups of milk into the blender. To that, you want to add 4 tablespoons of xylitol. Now turn the blender on low. And while it's on low, you pour in the rest of your milk with the gelatin. Bring it up to medium and let it process for about a minute or 2. And that's pretty much the recipe. Now you want to take it and you want to put it in a square mold. And the reason, it doesn't have to be square, but traditional Haupia is square. And so if you want your traditional Haupia, that's the best way for it to look. You cover it up, and then you put it in the refrigerator for about an hour or 2 hours until it solidifies. So we wound up having to use 3 tablespoons of gelatin instead of just 1. We wound up refrigerating it, it solidified, then we turned it out onto a board. Here it is on the board now. And now it's just a matter of cutting it into pieces so that you can eat it. I'm going to do it this way. Now you have your Haupia. You can put this on a plate, put a tea leaf under it or something, and now you know you're having yourself a nice luau, and I will guarantee you this. Okay, I'm going to take a bite. That is one of the only things I ever loved at luau's. This is really good.